So in this video, let's discuss about the comparison between the A-rated cities in South Florida and the other cities which are great. They have a great neighborhoods and a lot of other benefits, but there are a couple of changes happening right now in 2023 market which make me to think about this video because, why to invest in other cities where there is no, A-rated school zones compared to the cities like Parkland and Western, especially in 2023 market. So number one reason, the real estate market has completely changed right now in 2023. In pandemic, if you check, the biddings were happening, the people were buying on a cash, the appraisal were going above the roof, and there was so many changes were happening, and there was it was very less possibility of somebody who has a less cash in their bank account and they would get the properties in Weston or Parkland, which completely changed right now. So there are properties you can definitely buy with the lower down payment. You can play around with the different contingency and try to negotiate much better and get to the value what you want. So that's the number one reason. Number two, you have amazing neighborhoods and lifestyle to explore. So if you live in other cities other than the Parkland or Weston, their cities have a different feel. You do have definitely the amazing, like the parks, recreational stuff, and lot of things to do you will find in the cities like Parkland and Weston. So when you go to Coral Springs, for example, which has no HOA communities, you do save some cost into the maintenance cost basically, but you don't get advantage of the city lifestyle which this both city offers. And number three, the prices right now, some of the sellers are still stubborn. They haven't accepted the market has been changing. So even in a Coral Springs, you see a lot of high price properties and which are not worth it. Your appreciation will not make a big change because it's an exhausted market here. And if you are in, let's say in a Parkland, definitely you have a lot of room to put the equity in your house. If you remodel the property, it can bring a lot of values, down the road. So even though you are buying in, it's not a same as a pre-pandemic market, but it's still not as exhausted like a Coral Springs. So let's compare this property. So this one, if you see, is $980, and even though it's remodeled completely, but it is a little bit of overpriced, I feel. The seller is not going to negotiate that soon when the property comes in a market. And comparatively, I have another property in Parkland where it needs a little bit of remodeling, but still it's a great match where you can have a good room to put equity in, and that's what you make money. Real estate is all about the investments. You don't have to see the today, you have to see the future. That's what it's all about. So that's why I feel the Parkland is a better choice than the Coral Springs, especially in 2023 market. And one last thing, the houses are beautiful in Parkland. If you come in Parkland, you will realize different than Coral Springs. The houses are near built, lot sizes are smaller, but it still makes a lot of difference when the year builds are newer. And in Coral Springs, if you go, the year builds are still older. You get the upgraded property, you get the bigger lot. So if that's your focus, then Coral Springs is a great city to explore. And plus, there is no HOAs. So in Parkland, definitely you need to make sure you have a good capacity on a monthly mortgage plus the HOA you can afford. But in contrast, you do get the amazing houses, amazing layouts, the high ceiling plans, and all different things you can explore in different kinds of home models. So definitely right now in 2023, I feel Parkland wins over the Coral Springs.